Hello friends, welcome to the TY BSc class. Today I am going to present the brief introduction of the Theoretical Computer Science course. Here I will discuss the syllabus of this course, background of Theoretical Computer Science, its aim, objective and different applications. The prerequisites to understand this subject we will also discuss. To have an introductory knowledge of automata, formal language theory and computability is the aim of this course. The objectives of this course are to have an understanding of finite state and pushdown automata, to have a knowledge of regular languages and context-free languages, and also know the relation between regular language, context-free language and corresponding recognizers. To study the Turing machine and different classes of the problem. Some prerequisites are required to understand this subject, that is sets, operations on sets, finite and infinite sets, formal language, relation, equivalence relation. This is already covered in the previous classes. Alan Turing is the founder of computer science. He laid the theoretical groundwork for a universal machine that models a computer in its most general form. Turing's proof is the proof by Alan Turing and it is first published in January 1937. By showing that it is impossible to decide algorithmically whether the given Turing machine is satisfactory, he demonstrated the insolubility of the problem. Turing machine is the most important concept in the theory of computation. Theoretical computer science covers a wide variety of topics: algorithm, data structure, computational complexity, parallel and distributed computation, information theory, automata theory, machine learning. It also covers a wide variety of areas. The question is theoretical computer science math? Yes, the theoretical computer science is a branch of both applied and pure mathematics. It includes the applied math branches of combinatorial analysis of algorithms, computational geometry, cryptography, number theory, and programming language theory. Why theoretical computer science is important? Theoretical computer science is a mathematical and abstract in spirit, but it derives its motivation from practical and everyday computation. Its aim is to understand the nature of computation as a consequences of this understanding. It provides more efficient methodologies. There are so many application areas, but some of them are here mentioned, that is learning theory, cryptography, computational biology, etc. Here you will get the syllabus of University of Pune of TY-BSc class, Theory of Computer Science course. This is the syllabus of Theoretical Computer Science. This course code number is CS332, semester 3, having total number of lectures 48. The aim, objectives and prerequisites are given in this. The first chapter is an introduction. It may contain 3 lectures. Second chapter is finite automata, having total number of lectures 12. And third chapter is regular languages. It has 5 lectures. This is chapter number 4, Context-Free Grammar and Languages. It includes 12 lectures. The next chapter is Push-Down Automata. It includes 6 lectures. And the last chapter is Turing Machine. It also includes 10 lectures. Total, there are 6 chapters in your syllabus. Here, the list of different reference books are given. You can refer any book from the given list. The first chapter is an introduction. It contains symbol, alphabet, string, formal language, regular expression. Different applications of regular expressions are also there in compiler, operating system, database management system, spreadsheet, and some utility software like Lex. Second chapter is finite automata. DFA, that is deterministic finite automata, NFA, that is non-deterministic finite automata, and NFA with an epsilon. Finite automation with output, minimization of DFA, finite state machine or finite automata. It is a mathematical tool of the system with discrete input and output. Here one initial state and there can be more than one internal and final states. Different applications of finite automata, that is, it is used in the first phase of the compiler, that is lexical analysis, or you can say scanner, and in text editor for find and replace utility, and in pattern recognizer. Now the third chapter is regular languages. It includes conversion of regular expression to finite automata. There is one pumping lemma for proving that given language is regular or not. Fourth chapter is context-free grammar. Context-free grammar, it includes Chomsky hierarchy, ambiguous grammar, CNF, GNF, regular grammar. Chomsky hierarchy has 4 types: type 0, type 1, type 2, and type 3. It is suggested by Chomsky, hence the name Chomsky hierarchy is given. The simplification of CFG, there are different steps: remove the epsilon production, unit production, and useless symbol. These methods are discussed, and in regular grammar, whether the given grammar is left linear or right linear, it is mentioned. The next chapter is push-down automata. It includes PDA, that is push-down automata, DPDA, that is deterministic push-down automata, and NPDA, that is non-deterministic push-down automata. It includes CFG to PDA, that is context-free grammar to push-down automata. And the last chapter is Turing machine. It includes the design of Turing machine, language accepted by Turing machine, and recursive languages and the limitations of Turing machine. Here Turing machine is the most powerful machine as it accepts regular context-free and context-sensitive language. It remains the most powerful machine. To understand this subject, some prerequisites are required. That is set, subset, proper set, intersection, difference, union, equal set, power set, Cartesian product. Here some definitions are there. First one is set. You know the difference between set and list. List allows the repeated element, but set doesn't allow the repeated element. A collection of objects of same type without any repetition. These objects or entities are called as members of the set. Suppose C is a set of basic color, then it can be denoted as C equal to red, green, blue. Different operations on sets are union. A union B, which is equal to X, such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Intersection. A intersection B, which is equal to X, such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Means X is the element from both the set. Difference A minus B, which is equal to X such that X belongs to A and X does not belong to B. Next definition is of Cartesian product. A star B equal to pair XY such that X belongs to A and Y belongs to B. Next is power set of A, that is 2 raised to A, which is equal to set of all subsets of A. Complement of a set A dash or A bar equal to X such that X does not belong to A. There are two types of sets, finite and infinite set. Finite set means the number of members are countable. Here A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is, you can count how many numbers are present in set A. So it is a finite set. Second one is infinite set. Here the number of members are not countable because A equal to 1, 2, 3, dot, dot, dot. You cannot say that how many numbers are present in the set A. So this is a infinite set. Here types of sets are given, that is subset, proper subset, equal set, empty set or null set and universal set. Subset A set is said to be a subset of B set if every element of A is also an element of B. Let A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. It is denoted by A is subset of B because every set is a subset of itself. Let P equal to 1, 2, 3 and Q equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. It is denoted by P is a subset of Q. Next is proper subset. A set is said to be a proper subset or coset of B if every element of A is also an element of B and there is at least one extra element of B. Let A equal to 1, 2, 3 and B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. It is denoted by A is proper subset of B. Equal set. Two sets are said to be equal sets if and only if A is subset of B and B is subset of A. This means the element of both the sets are same. Let A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. It is denoted by A is equal to B. That is, A is subset of B and B is subset of A. Next is empty set or null set. A set with no element is called as an empty set and it is denoted by phi. Next is universal set. It is denoted by U. It is referred to as universe of discourse. What is the cardinality of the set? How many elements are present in the set? That is the cardinality of that set. Here suppose A equal to A, E, I, O, U. Here 5 elements are present. So the cardinality of the set is A is 5. Theory of language, it includes terms, symbol. It is an abstract entity which cannot be defined formally. Example, letters, digits, etc. Second one is alphabet. It is a set of symbols. It is denoted by sigma. Example, character set of any language. Next is string. It is a finite set of symbols. Example, A, B, C, D is a string. Next is null string. Any string of length 0, it is denoted by epsilon or caret. What is the prefix of a string? It is any number of leading symbols of that string. Example, string ABC has prefixes epsilon, A, AB, ABC. A suffix of a string. It is any number of trailing symbols of that string, means ending symbols. Example, string ABC has suffixes epsilon, C, BC, ABC. Language, it is a set of all strings of symbols from some alphabet. The empty set phi and the set consisting of empty string, that is in curly bracket epsilon, are also the language. Here one example is given. Describe the language of even numbers over decimal number. Here sigma equal to 0, 1, 2, dot dot to 9. These are the decimal numbers. And L equal to, here language is of even numbers. So select only even number from the list. That is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. Second one is describe the language of set. A raised to n, b raised to n such that n is less than 5. Here input values means sigma, which is equal to a, b. And the language L equal to, when the value of n is equal to 1, then you can write AB. When the value of n is equal to 2, you can write AA, BB and like this. Next is describe the language of string ending with 00 over 01. Here the sigma means input values are 0 and 1. And the language is 00, 000, 1000, 100. Each one contains 2 zeros at end. Thank you.